So again, just like last year, I was a bass player at Superbooth. And if you don't know what Superbooth is, it's very much a synthesizer event. Of course, that's a big part of what I do as well, but I am first and foremost a bass player. So I thought to myself, let's ask the synth community what their favourite bass line is. We got some great answers, some really unexpected answers, and we got some insight on ones who couldn't pick a bass line, but had some really good thoughts about what makes a great bass line. So let's jump to those clips now.
So my favorite bass line, and yeah, I don't really want to admit it, but it's actually We've Got to Try with Chemical Brothers. And the reason I don't want to admit it, and Jorb, he's kind of laughing. Jorb loves gears here, and he's laughing in the background. He's laughing because I've always said I don't really like the 303 sound, but yeah, We've Got to Try, I think is the name of the Chemical Brothers track, and it's just, I think it's the epitome, like it's the best 303 bass line in any song. It's also because it just fits so incredibly well. It's not just a 303 for the sake of it. It's just, when it hits really hard. So
perfect.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's a great answer. Do you want to wager in?
Yes, my favorite bass line. I don't know if the people are ready for this.
It's a BoBeats track.
No. Air by Graham Central Station.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Larry Graham's one of my favorites.
I play bass. I play bass, and I like funk and disco, and Larry Graham, he's the guy.
I hate to say it, I think he's got you beat.
Yeah. Different schools of thought, for sure. Different schools of thought.
It's on my on the holiday playlist that we had like this thing. We drove through Greece with the car, and I've got 2 kids and my wife, and every one of us got to choose a favorite song. And then like they would have to wait for until everyone else had their song, and that went on. So it's a 3-hour playlist, and I have to look at it because I want to get the name exactly right. So that's my favorite bass line. You can like speed this part up. It's from Rhythm and Sound, King in My Empire.
Right.
So that's my favorite bass line.
Great show.
Yeah, let's go Third Uncle, Brian Eno.
Great show.
Even I can play that.
Favorite bass line? Way too many to pick from, but I have to pick a disco one, and it's gonna be Patrice Russian with Forget Me Nots.
Great show.
One. Thanks.
Perfect.
I think it has to be a Jamiroquai. Something about, not sure if it's traveling without moving or if it's something
that's a great bass line, that one itself.
Really cool bass stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind, and now it's in there.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for doing that.
My favorite bass line in pop music is Shake Your Body Onto the Ground.
Oh, I know. It's a very simple bass line, but I think it's very important, and it's Ludicration by Reflection by Sisters of Mercy. It's I really love it because it's a very plain bass line. It's like super easy, but it's one of my all-time favorite songs, and it's so powerful, like the bass line, and it's also really nice because you can really illustrate like when you play bass. I really think bass is like the superior instrument because the expressive range you have is so much, and it's such a simple bass line, but it matters so much, like how you intonate it, and if you play it with like power, it sounds complete. I think it's a really groovy, like a really powerful bass line, and you can really feel the importance of the micro timing and the energy that you like put into the instrument. Yeah, that's my favorite bass line. Yeah.
Brilliant answer.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, I'm not a great fan of all type of music, but Motown is one of my favorites, and James Jamison is a great bass player.
Enough said. That's the best.
Nothing
best
to not
answer.
say. Yes. Some of the bass line is made was just over the top.
Totally iconic as well.
Yes, exactly. And some of them you can still hear it and make some people hear it and then say, oh, I know this. I don't know, but I know this.
Yeah.
Because it's not known by itself, but the music, it's like in the mind of everybody.
Perfect. Great answer. That's
You're welcome.
my favourite one of the day. Thanks, man.
I don't always pay attention to musicians in my bands, except for the people from Dream Theater, who I incredibly respect, and I do like the bass player. But just lately, I fell in love with a new band that I discovered from Mexico. 3 sisters from Mexico called The Warning. And Ali, the girl that plays the bass, is just absolutely phenomenal, I think, as a non-musician. I think she just is as cool as any of the big bass players. And she does, fairly complex things in these tracks. So currently that would be the bass player that I, endorse.
Perfect. Thanks very much. Perfect. So what makes a great bass line?
What makes a great bass line? It's a good question. My personal taste is a very simple bass line that has slight changes in it when it comes to synth bass line. Opening filters make the decay shorter, longer. Just these minor tweaks of a basically simple bass line makes it very interesting for me. Even a kind of bass line this alone can make me bang my head a little bit. And so I love this.
Perfect. That's a great answer. Thank you.
So I hope you enjoyed that. It was a bit of fun. I really enjoyed, again, speaking to some of these people who I've looked up to on YouTube for a long time. Some of the real great synth YouTubers who do fantastic content. And of course, guys like Anthony Marinelli as well, who, the history he has with music in itself is unbelievable. And on top of that, getting the Tangible Waves community to do the same, that was a lot of fun. So thank you to everyone who took part. It was a bit of an experiment. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit like, subscribe, click the bell icon, all that usual stuff people ask for. If you want to check out my music, Bandcamp and YouTube are linked below. Gavin Forbes music for both. I do also have my music on some of the streaming platforms under the same name. If you want to stay up to date with content that I'm working on, or new music, or if I'm planning gigs, things of that nature, Instagram, Gavin Forbes Music. I do all of those updates over there. And again, just thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions about the event, please feel free to leave them below as well. And until next time, keep working on those bass faces.